Chair and members of the committee, good morning. My name is Jestin Dupree. I represent the Fort Peck, Assiniboine Sioux tribes as a member of our tribal council. I would like to thank you guys for the opportunity to present testimony on behalf of my tribe. I also appear on behalf of our water supply system. The Fort Peck Reservation is located in northeast Montana, 45 miles west of North Dakota and 50 miles south of the Canadian border. Our reservation spans more than 2 million acres. First, on behalf of our tribal water supply system, Congress authorized this project in PL 106-382, and this act requires the BIA to fund 100% of the OM&R cost for the project. For FY27, our water supply system requires $5,265,000, an increase of $298,000 from the previous year. When completed in 2026, the system will serve 7,750 square miles connected by 3,200 miles of water pipeline, providing clean and reliable drinking water to almost 20,000 members, tribal and non-tribal, in northeastern Montana. In my written testimony, I documented the need for funding within IHS pertaining to our behavioral health, our dental, and our public nursing. These are programs that my tribe now operates pursuant to the Indian Self-Determination Act. I urge the committee for support in these critical programs as they virtually touch every family on our reservation. Regarding IHS, my tribal board directed me to testify on a situation that has gone on for far too long. The area of concern is where IHS fails to pay timely providers for approved PRC services. Tribal members are often harassed by creditors despite being responsible for payment. When IHS fails to pay, providers turn the debts over to collection agencies, and then in turn, our tribal members are their credit is dinged, and it's causing a lot of stress. During recent self-determination negotiations, we learned that the Fort Peck Service Unit owes Northeast Montana Health Services approximately $3 million for PRC services dated back to 2018. We request that the committee direct IHS to provide a full report on any delinquent payments, including a timeline for repayment, offer technical assistance to providers and patients to ensure they understand that federal law prohibits creditors from billing tribal members for approved services, and establish a protocol requiring IHS to pay those bills within 72 hours of receipt. Secondly, I, as a veteran, have served in the military and have firsthand experience with the failure of IHS and the VA to properly serve Native veterans, especially in our rural areas. Both the federal trust responsibility and the nation's obligation to its veterans demand better coordination. We request the committee to direct IHS and the VA to develop a plan to work and help our Native veterans. With regard to other needs facing our community, public safety and justice remain a priority. The tribe has operated our law enforcement program since 1996, and we were among the first in the nation to establish a cross-deputization agreement with the state, city, and county agencies. However, we are losing officers to burnout and other high-paying positions. Fort Peck has made an independent judicial system for nearly 60 years, and we also have an appellate court. Our system includes court-trained staff, and we exercise expanded jurisdiction under VAWA and Tribal Law and Order Act. This level of responsibility requires stable, increased funding to maintain these services. The other areas of need facing our community include housing and social services. We greatly appreciate the Congress's rejection of the proposed cuts to these programs and for your continued support of funding, but more needs to be done. If we do not invest in these areas, we will continue to have a crisis in our public safety and justice programs. We must give our people the tools to stand up for themselves and break the generational dysfunction that leads to bad decisions and unhealthy behaviors. My ancestors signed treaties and preserved a permanent homeland for us, which is my responsibility to protect and preserve. This is why we are thankful for the support of the BIA Natural Resources Program and the Buffalo Bison Program. The tribes also appreciate the committee's support for the state tribal assistance grant programs within the EPA. The STAG supports our general assistance, our water quality, and our solid waste management programs. In closing, I would like to thank you all, the committee, for the opportunity to present and visit you guys. Thank you for your service to our country. Have a nice day.